Yeah, you probably don't know what this is, but you've heard of it. And federal officials say the number of coronavirus cases here in the U.S. remains at about 5. So far, cases have been contained to infected travelers from China and have not yet spread within communities. And we can only hope it stays that way, although a patient in Maryland is being tested for it.
But it's an illness that we want to stay ahead of.
Dr. Carrie Forrestall is an emergency medicine specialist at Peninsula Regional Medical Center and joins us this afternoon. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start off. What is the coronavirus?
Okay, so a coronavirus, in the world of viruses, they break up into a couple different types, DNA and RNA. They're both types of genetic material. Coronavirus is an RNA, but it tends to stay in animals. So everything from mice to a moose. It's in birds, it's in, even believe it or not, whales. So it's all over the place in the animal world. And very rarely it will jump to humans, right? So it's genetic material, it's always bumping around, it's always changing its composition. It can change its composition to be able to jump to humans. And there have been 7 times where the coronavirus has jumped to humans. You had mentioned previously to the section, or the segment about SARS. That was one of the instances. Another one was the Mediterranean. That was a coronavirus that usually lives in camels. So the camel handlers over on this Arabian Peninsula were getting infected with this. And it was about 1/3 of the people who were infected would die.
So did the spread in China come from contact with animals?
We think so. They think it may have been a snake.
Really?
We're still working on it right now. So if you, the area that the virus comes from is Wuhan, all right? If you think of China in terms of about 32 or 34, I forget which, divisions, you can think of them roughly like states.
Okay.
So Hubei is a state roughly the size of North Dakota, all right? But it's much more populous. So I think, if I remember my numbers correctly, take the size of North Dakota and you put the populations of New York, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Ohio, you can leave Cleveland out, you'd have that same population.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the state is Hubei, the city is Wuhan. Now Wuhan, again, very, very populous. Mile for mile, it's roughly the size of Puerto Rico, but most people can't conceptualize how big Puerto Rico is. So there's a close approximation with Delaware. All right, so Delaware is about 3/4 the size of this city of Wuhan. All right, now there are, what, 970,000 people in Delaware? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Ish, right? There are 11 million people in Wuhan.
Wow.
Now, where exactly it is, it's in the eastern part of, I think they were working on trying to get a map, but if you took Shanghai, which is on the coast, Zhejiang, where they have the terracotta soldiers, drew a line about halfway and went down to the Yangtze River, that's where Wuhan is, and it's all along the river there, and there are a lot of what they call wet markets. So you have a lot of poultry, you have a lot of everything. If you've ever been to a Chinese market, we've traveled, seen these, everything from beetles to, bovine to cows. And they put them all there. It's a very, very congested, crowded population that's in with a lot of animals because of the wet market. It's all along the river. You got fish, snakes, they eat everything.
So is this something that we need to be concerned about here in the U.S.?
Only to the extent like you would be concerned about the flu. So if you think about it, right now we're talking about, I think there have been about 4,000 cases and, I forget how many deaths exactly, but I think it's in the range of about 180, roughly. All right. In the United States right now, there are 15 million cases of flu. There's 1 million hospitalizations, and there have been 8,000 deaths. But we don't really think about it because we're used to it, right? So really, if people are cautious about how they go about it, don't sneeze into your hands and shake somebody's hand, all those sorts of things. The same precautions that you take for the flu should do okay, because we don't have, for the most part, we don't have those very, very congested situations. New York City, LA, San Francisco, all like that. Yeah, sure.
So is PRMC doing anything above and beyond that, or is it pretty much enforcing that?
Well, PRMC, it's these things come to attention in the media. Coronavirus, we were saying before, it gets a lot of attention because of the tasty beverage, right? But it's got nothing to do with the beer. But we're always on the lookout. We do drills constantly. We do something for Ebola virus, for example, and we're always prepping and training. You cannot get through the doors of the place without somebody asking you the domestic violence questions, the suicide questions, and then have you traveled abroad in the last 14 days and where? So anybody who can answer, we have 94,000 visits a year in this emergency department. every one of them anybody who can answers that question.
Right.
Have you traveled? And if they say, yeah, I've been to Wahun and I have flu-like symptoms, they go into one of our 4 negative pressure rooms and they go in isolation until we can figure it out.
So when it comes to avoiding viruses like this, is it the same as if we want to avoid the common cold or the flu?
It really is. It's one more virus. You've probably, coronavirus, it just gives you an upper respiratory infection. If it gets bad, it can give you a pneumonia. I saw one of the segments you did with Chris Snyder, and he kind of wowed you with the whole 100-mile-per-hour sneeze, and it goes 20 feet. So here's one to add on to that. There are 200 million viral particles every time somebody sneezes like that.
Oh boy.
Right, so don't, all right,
Right.
go on here, all
Yeah.
right. One of the big things for anybody who's in environmental sciences or janitorial, services rather, or janitorial, wipe every handle you can find down as often as you can, because that's really where they come from. When you have to push buttons on your ATM or at the gas station, don't push like this, because when you eat your sandwich, you're inoculating yourself.
Right.
Use knuckle under, right? Push the buttons that way, because you're not likely
Because they can survive on the buttons.
Yep.
Oh God, yes.
How about
absolutely.
Interesting
So,
information.
Yeah, so as much as you can, wash hands, soap and water, 20 seconds. All right, you can use the hand sanitizer if you can't get to, and then just be mindful of your hand, your hand hygiene. So, and if you see somebody sick, especially the people who are a threat from this, the people who are going to be, the fatalities here are the very old, all right, the immunocompromised, all right, and the very young. And immunocompromised, of course, we also mean people who haven't been vaccinated. Right, so where there's no vaccine for the coronavirus, if your child has, let's say, a preventable disease, whooping cough, measles, whatever, and they go through that, maybe they fight it off, but they're going to be immunosuppressed. Along comes this, that's not going to work out. So you have to vaccinate your kids, right? And especially, again, the elderly, if they start showing signs of severe illness, bring them to us.
Checked out.
They're very young. Anything like that. So there are going to be a lot of people who run around. They're going to get the common cold. That's rhinovirus, parainfluenza virus, all like that. And there are going to be people who have the flu, right? That's influenza. And we're going to get a lot of them come in, I need to be tested for coronavirus. No. It's,
Probably not.
If you're
Probably not.
young, if you're healthy, it's most likely not going to be a problem.
Hand hygiene.
Dr. Carrie Forrestal, thank you so much. I'm gonna
you
I'm gonna
clean these
ear
stairs.
your elbow
There we go.
bump here.
New thing everybody should do, just high fives from now
Oh,
on,
okay.
right? Or elbow
but
or
don't
fist
touch
bumps.
we
the
go.
fingertips. Okay.